if for example, okay, money was my main goal, bro, then I wouldn't be thinking about different viral concepts. I know, cool, money has to be at the end. But because, for example, like, cool, 1 + 1 = 2, okay?
Yeah.
You can't think of 2 before 1 + 1, you know what I mean? 1 + 1 = 2, you get me?
Yeah.
So you need to think about, cool, what do I need to do to then make the money? You need to think about that first, you get me? You've got to think about the recipe first before the cake. You get me?
Mad.
Yeah.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to CEOCAST. I'm your host, Raheem, and today I'm so excited to bring you this episode because it's someone that I've been watching content for a long time now, and I'm going to hand it straight over to him. There's no more to be said. Straight to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the introduction, bro.
So I'm going to pass it straight over to you. So just explain to everyone who doesn't know, who's literally under a rock and doesn't know about your content.
Yeah. So my name is Hamad. Everyone calls me Ham. I used to be called the Halal Ham, then I changed it to Call Me Ham.
Yeah. Were you the Halal Ham when you made that J Huss video?
Yeah. The thing is, I still address myself as the Halal Ham.
Yeah.
But it's like, I changed it to Call Me Ham because I wanted to like build other characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then, I just changed it to like Call Me Ham. So then everything could be related to ham. And then I just thought it was funny to call myself Ham because obviously being Muslim and that, like
it's
Muslims only ham.
Big contradiction,
I mean? Yeah. So I just thought it was funny.
So let's go back to the time. So in fact, can we say your age?
Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 24.
So 24.
Yeah.
And literally you're smashing it. So
Thanks,
you do
man.
YouTube. You got a social media agency which is international.
Yeah.
We'll go into that in a bit later.
Yeah.
But let's start off with YouTube because obviously you got 100k subscribers.
Yeah.
It's taken a long time to get there, as everyone with subscribers. So when did you start YouTube? And how long has it taken to get to that process?
Yeah, so I've been doing YouTube about, I think, 2.5 or 3 years now. It started off, so I was on a plane to LA, and there was another YouTuber called JMX, and me and him were actually sat next to each other on that plane to LA.
Yeah.
Then we just started talking from there.
Did you not know each other before?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was because, like, myself, I never used to really watch YouTube, as in, like, I knew about all the YouTubers and that, like, well, not all of them, but I used to know about, like, KSI and stuff like that. But I never used to be like a YouTube fan.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who JMX was. And then we just kind of like connected and he thought I was funny on that. And then like he was like, when we get back to UK, we should do a video together or something like that. And then then that's what happened. And then we met, we did a video, and then I think the first video we did together did like 1 million views. So then I then started doing YouTube. And then also, I knew another YouTuber called Memeless. He has like 5 million subs now.
Yeah.
I knew him when he had like 20k subs.
So early doors, basically, innit?
Yeah. And then like me and him, we used to be roommates. So then I did YouTube because of that as well, because like I used to do it because he used to do it.
Yeah.
And then like,
it's just bouncing off each other, innit?
Yeah.
So what's the purpose of your YouTube channel now?
Yeah. So the thing is, now in this last year, so like I've got separate businesses as well as YouTube.
Yeah.
But I use YouTube to like not push my other businesses, but to like act as a face around it, if you get me.
Shed light on them.
Yeah. The last like 2 years, like the first year I went hard on YouTube. But like nearly everything I was getting was just banging views. Then like the second year, that's when I did the boxing fight. I was still banging it, but not as much as the first year. And then like this last kind of year, I've not been doing it as much, and the main reason why is like my other businesses have just like taken off so much, and
so you haven't really had time to do it.
It's not really the time. It's more okay. Yeah. So it's a few things. So first it's time. Then also it's thinking of new content which I love myself.
Yeah.
As in like doing all the jokes which I've already done. I can't think of anything else that much which matches my old stuff. You know what I mean? As in like when I release content out there, I release it because I think it's a banger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I'm trying to do new content, I try to match it back to my old content. As in like, do I think this is a banger? As in, I've done bare songs which I've never released because in my head I just don't think that it's a banger.
Yeah.
You get me? So then there's that as well. So it's a mixture of the two things. It's a mixture of me being self-critical and then also a mixture of me just with the time thing.
Well, no, you've managed to build it up to 100k subs, so congratulations.
Thank
on
you,
that,
man.
That's
Thank
sick.
you, man.
And now you've got your what would you call yourself? Because I tend not to call people YouTubers because everyone's more than just a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So what would you class yourself as?
I'll just class myself as Ham.
Just Ham, yeah.
Yeah. Just
One
Ham.
category.
Yeah,
He's got his own category.
Yeah,
you know, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so as I just said, I use my YouTube now as kind of like a face of my businesses. So like, for example, okay, Tesla is doing so well right now.
Yeah.
A few reasons. Firstly,
Elon Musk, everyone knows.
Yeah. So you've got Elon Musk and also a cool concept. But like, for example, like everyone now is trying to get into like electric cars and that.
Yeah.
But I think Tesla will always kill it because of Elon Musk being a face of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to put my business in public light because my business isn't business to customer, it's business to businesses.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not going to make out publicly, oh, this is what I do, blah blah, because it's not for everyday everyone in the public to like reach out to my business because it's not like I'm selling anything. It's more I sell to businesses. So like when I then speak to a business, if I'm competing with 500 businesses who do the exact same thing what I do, because I've got a public image as well and a personal brand and a face, that
People
then means a
connect
lot
with you.
more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I try to do. So, like I said, through CEOCAST, the plan is always to start a business and all that stuff. But because the audience can connect with me, it's not necessarily that I'm pushing like the media businesses or anything like that. It's just the fact that you know who I am compared to the rest of these lot. They haven't got a face behind it.
Yeah, of course.
So
man.
when did this all start for you? Because like I said, you're 24 now. And you guys can't see on camera, but yard is... Can't even say anything. It's mad house.
Thank you, man.
You got 2 Bentleys.
Yeah.
I see an i8 parked outside as well. Like, you know what? This is I'm 23. I want to be like this when I'm 24. You get me? When did it all start for you?
Okay, so when I was 18, you know what? It's not even when I was 18. I've always been like this. So like, okay, so it probably started when I was 18, but I'll talk you through the whole journey. All right, I'll talk you through the whole journey. So. I went to a grammar school and I was never like really academically that bright.
Yeah.
I was always creatively quite bright, and like back when I was younger, I used to be quite fit as well. I used to do boxing. Like I had a 6-pack, bro. I wasn't always fat, you know what I mean? I had a 6-pack when I was younger. I used to do boxing. I used to do athletics. I used to do breakdancing as well, bro. I could breakdance. Yeah.
Can you still do it now?
I can still do a bit. But obviously you can't do like the head spins, the back flips. Like, I can't do that.
I'm sure you can. You put your mind to it. You
no.
Let's test in the garden after.
No. I'm too heavy now. But like, yeah, like I was always fit, and then I was always doing like creative stuff as well. So like as I said, dancing. I can produce music as well. I produced a lot of my own songs. So I was always doing that back in school. I was always doing performing arts and drama and stuff. And I think it was my 15th birthday or my 16th birthday. My oldest brother, he bought me a camera. It was a DSLR camera. It was a Nikon D3100. It was like, here you go, happy birthday. Utilize it because like I was never that good at school stuff.
You said this for your 16th birthday?
Yeah. Like in school, like I didn't get good grades. The thing is, I didn't get bad grades. I got like C's and stuff like that. But like being at the school where I was, everyone's getting like A stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it was like it was like one of the top schools in the country or whatever. So like the whole book route.
What school was that?
It was called Queen Elizabeth High School in Gainsborough.
Okay, so if anyone's watching who went to that school.
Yeah. Queenie's massive. So the whole school route, going to university and all that. My whole family knew it wasn't for me. Like my oldest brother, he's a doctor. The second oldest, he graduated in law and now he's in pharmacy. They were all down for that, all that kind of stuff. But no one really like pushed me to follow the university route because they could see that I wasn't like my other brothers, as both my brothers were quite academic, and I wasn't. So my brother, he got me a camera. He was like, "Cool, make something out of it." So what I did is I started doing music videos in my own area. As in, I'm from a place called Scunthorpe, and there's not a lot of people there. So, like London, everyone's doing music videos. Everyone's doing music.
Yeah.
Up north, not many people doing it. Especially back then as well, as in this like 2011 times, 2012 times.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, nearly 10 years ago. Crazy. So I got a camera. I used to do music as well, so I used to like actually rap, not just comedy. So I used to do my own music videos, I did my friends' music videos, and they were actually popping quite well.
Yeah.
And like one of them actually won an award from a company called Bigger Fish. They're not there anymore. It's like a London-based company or something like that. Just on like the way how it was directed and that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Then I used to make money from obviously these music videos, and then people who wanted weddings and that contacted me as well. I did weddings, and then yeah, like I made a business out of it when I was like 16, 17. I actually making quite decent money out of it. Then it got to a stage where I was like, cool, what do I want to do in my life? I was doing boxing. I thought I wanted to like be a professional boxer.
Yeah.
But I injured my back when I was 16. So then that was kind of out of the question then. I had to go gym every day. Bro, I was actually quite hench, bro.
Have you got any pictures?
Yeah, I do.
Send them to me after if you don't want to slap them on the camera right now.
Yeah.
We'll see what Ham was like.
You know, we'll do. As in like, I used to walk out the house sometimes with no top on. I used to work at Hollister, you know. I used to work at Hollister. You're in a Hollister t-shirt right now, bro. Yeah. I used to work at Hollister.
Oh, people work in Hollister, I think the requirements are you just have to be hench. That is it.
Yeah. You know, that's literally what it is. You've got to be hench.
Yeah, so
or be tall. Yeah, I was never tall, but I was quite hench.
So this all happened when you were like 16.
Yeah. So like when I was like 17, 18. No, it was when I was 17. Like I got to a stage of like, shit, I didn't know what I'm doing in my life.
Yeah.
As in like, Scunthorpe is a really small area. I didn't really want to be there because there's not a lot happening. I couldn't really see myself having a future there.
Yeah.
So I thought, cool, let me see what else there is to do. Then I started looking at internships and starter jobs for like companies like Google and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I just thought, why not? I didn't think I'd ever get accepted or anything like that. I just thought it'd be funny. So I started sending in like a video CV. It was just like a funny video of myself. It's basically just a CV, but in a video format, which I could easily send to people who worked at these companies.
Yeah.
Facebook actually hired me.
Is it?
Yeah. In Facebook London. So when I was 17/18, I moved to London from Scunthorpe. I was in Walthamstow.
Did you move on your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, moving away from family all the way to London on your own?
It was all right, to be fair.
Oh, don't struggle enough like that.
No. The thing was, I would have struggled because like I can't really cook. But at Facebook, like they've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything there, and it's all free. All the food there is free.
Yeah.
So like I don't really struggle there. You know what I mean?
Chilling,
Yeah. As in everything was free there.
Yeah.
You get me? And that was pretty cool.
As a Pakistani, we love
free stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. As like even got to a stage where like, for example, like because they've got like Christmas holidays and all that kind of stuff, I would bring a bag here and take some of the stuff from there in my bag, like sweets and all that. Sorry if
we do that.
Yeah.
That's us for you.
Yeah.
So while you're at Facebook, you're still building up your YouTube channel.
No. I haven't started. Actually, sorry.
At this point,
let me go back to Facebook. Okay, so I was hired as Facebook originally as a data analyst.
Yeah. What does that involve?
To be fair, I don't even really know because after quite a few months after that, they then moved me into the creative strategy team.
Okay, yeah.
So originally I was a data analyst. Basically, you know, data analysts. So data analysis is actually very important, and like I use it a lot in my business now. Back then, I didn't know much about it. Basically, it's the numbers behind the business, basically, as in basically understanding the science behind the numbers, which lead to basically sales and stuff.
Yeah.
So back then I knew nothing about it. Obviously, like I wouldn't know much about it because obviously, as in it's more of a thing which you know a lot about if you're controlling a lot of stuff behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in it's all about cool. How much money you're putting in, how much are you getting back from it, and all that kind of stuff. Also, customer journeys and stuff like that. Cool. This is what they're doing. This is what they're seeing. They're then this many people are then buying. This many people are then not buying. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how customers work through numbers, basically. That's what that is. And like Facebook, it works. As in Facebook is Facebook basically from advertisers and that. So that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So basically understanding the numbers and then feeding that back to the advertisers and stuff.
And then kind of like pushing to see if they're worth advertising and stuff like that, I guess.
So there's that. But then shortly afterwards, I was moved to the creative shop team. So I was a creative strategist. So Facebook's got different teams and stuff like that. So firstly, I was in the data scientist team or data analysis, and then I got moved to the creative shop team, and then I was a creative strategist. Basically, then working with brands, thinking of creative ideas and campaigns for their for their mid-season campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I worked with brands like John Lewis, Carlton Warehouse, thinking of ideas for basically their branded campaigns, and obviously how they can then push it out on Facebook to be like engaging and stuff.
Yeah.
Then my journey kind of started mainly in there. So two things what I did. One thing what I did was I networked with a company called Unilad. Have you heard of Unilad?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I see on Instagram.
They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. They've got like 40 or 50 million followers now on Facebook. So back then they were starting. They were very new. As in, they only had like 200,000 followers. As in 200,000 followers is still a lot of followers.
Yeah, definitely.
But obviously having like 40, 50 million followers now, it's nothing.
Small,
you know what I mean?
Small percentage.
Yeah. So I networked back with them around then when they were first starting. And they're basically a Facebook page, basically giving enough viral content and stuff. So I connected with them. I kind of started a relationship with them by getting them verified on Facebook. So like everyone who watches Unilad content, the reason they got their blue tick was from me. And they even said it on an article they done once. And the reason I did that is because have you heard of a company called Don't Flop?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do rap battles on that.
Yeah.
So one of the head guys of Unilad, he was also one of the head guys of Don't Flop.
Okay.
And I originally messaged Don't Flop to get into one of their rap battle things.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I can verify your Facebook page if you can get me on the platform. And he was like, yeah, cool, but can you verify Unilad instead? So that's how I got that relationship there. And then that's been a very useful relationship ever since. So I verified Unilad, had that relationship, and I also helped them grow their first kind of like big push, because as I said, they only had like 200k followers then. So started working with them. Then I myself was understanding the business behind Facebook, because obviously like I'm just working at Facebook. I didn't know other people were using Facebook to make a business. Yeah. So what they were doing is basically pushing out viral content, getting a shitload of views.
Getting it monetized.
Yeah. Back then you couldn't monetize it.
What was it then?
Back then the way how to make money was two things.
Yeah.
Posting articles on the website. So like for example, that's basically e-commerce stuff.
Yeah.
E-commerce stuff. I don't know why I said it like that. So like you basically drag the user away from Facebook onto a website. Then on my website has ads on there. So that was one way.
What kind of like affiliate marketing?
What's that?
So like when you click on the link, if you buy something from and it's directed from that.
No. It's a little bit like that, but you don't have to buy anything. All you gotta do is just look at it. That's it, and then
so basically
there.
just advertisement.
Yeah. So basically, you put like a news article there.
Yeah.
For example, like I don't know, like let's say John Terry crashed a Ferrari. Obviously, he didn't crash a Ferrari, but like for example, something like that. For example, obviously it would be real news.
Yeah.
So you put that out there. Someone clicks on the website, then bam, there's an advert there. Cool, there's money. That there was one of the first ways to make money from Facebook, and then also brands as well, because you've got a big following, because you get so many views.
They want to work with you.
Exactly, brands will pay you to make content or use their content on your platform. So there was that as well. And then obviously I found that interesting because obviously I knew the ins and outs of Facebook from working at Facebook. So I started working in Unilad and started building a strategy to like help push them or whatever. Then I met three guys also called, at the time they were called Man on the Wall. They had like a YouTube channel. They were on a TV show called Youngers. Then I did the same thing for their Facebook page called Man on the Wall. I got that verified.
The three boys you met, are they the people of Man on the Wall?
Yeah.
Like Javan Wade, basically.
Yeah. So they were on a TV show at the time called Youngers. And they had their own channel called Man on the Wall. So I reached out to them as well. Then I got their Facebook page verified. And then me and them started a very big relationship. Then after about a year of working at Facebook, me and them kind of had a meeting to like set up a new company. Had aspects from what Unilad did. but it was more of a thing to tackle the urban market. So we thought of a concept called the Wall of Comedy, which is basically just a comedy platform to basically showcase the urban culture in UK.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what that was. So we started that in September 2015. Yeah, cool. So after a year working at Facebook, they approached me with an idea called the Wall of Comedy.
Yeah.
Obviously, they knew that obviously I worked at Facebook, and they knew that I knew the ins and outs of it. They also knew that I help push you and all that kind of stuff. So we thought, cool, let's build this platform together. Obviously, with their social presence already, and then my knowledge behind Facebook as well, because we knew that Facebook was an easy platform to build. Back then, everyone was trying to do YouTube, as in and YouTube back then was even now it's a hard platform to grow.
100%.
In comparison to Facebook. Facebook is it's not easy a platform to like grow on, but it's a lot easier if you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? On YouTube, it's even if you know what you're doing, it's still hard.
Yeah.
So like Facebook, I knew it was an easy platform to grow. Easy for me. So yeah, we started the Wall of Comedy September 2015, 25th. It was 25th September 2015. Yeah. So we started that then.
I remember the content on it. In fact, the content still on there. It's still sick. But back then, it was legendary content.
Yeah. Back then,
You got people like Young Philly and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. As in,
questions.
Back then, bro, that like when we first started it, bro, it was on fire, bro. Like,
I think it's because there was nothing like it.
Yeah, 100% no, bro. As in, like, I didn't even think I'm Just Bait was there back then.
Yeah.
As in, this is when like it was especially on Facebook, it was the only platform which had urban cultured comedy from the UK.
Yeah.
As in, like, I had people like Jazzy on there, Squeezy on there, and these people are classic people, you know what I mean? As in, like, it's stuff I loved, and like I still love watching, you get me? And obviously now everywhere is embracing that kind of culture, you get me?
Yeah.
As in, like,
the urban culture.
Yeah, man. As in BBC, they bought Roll Safe show, they tried to the Chicken Connoisseur did a TV show, I think, with them or something.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that there was a platform which we pushed them on, you know what I mean? As like Roll Safe. Obviously, I don't want to take away credit from him and Chicken Connoisseur and stuff like that, but like, we were the platform first to like
expose people, put people on the map.
I don't want to necessarily say that and take away credit.
Yeah.
But like, it was something like that, you know what I mean?
It's like a Kickstarter almost then.
Yeah. As in, for example, like, cool, if you've got a sick idea and it fits within this brand, we'll push it, and a lot of the times it'll go viral.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's a cool concept, you know what I mean. And like a lot of things, and like a lot of people have now got careers because of the Wall of Comedy.
Yeah.
Obviously, building them on the Facebook page, and the Wall of Comedy. So as I said, we started it in September 2015. By January 2016, already had 1 million followers.
Is it?
Yeah. And I think then as well, that's when we started making money from it, as in like it was monetizable back then. Well, Facebook were testing it out back then. Yeah. So we were able to monetize the Facebook page back then. Yeah. So obviously, for the first 6 months, like, we didn't make a penny from it, but we're building it every single day.
But that's because you know that
exactly.
when it pops, you know you're gonna make good money from it.
Exactly,
yeah.
man. Yeah. So as I said, bro, in 6 months we had 1 million followers.
Yeah.
February 2016, we were ranked the 25th most viewed Facebook page in the world.
No way.
Yeah. So it was getting like 250 million views a month or something like that, which was crazy.
Imagine them insights. Imagine what that looks like.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, man. As in, our brands, they wanted to work with us.
They want to know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. As in, like, the Wall of Comedy, bro, to me, it's it was definitely the thing which pioneered my career to what it is now. As in, like, there's so many stems to it.
Yeah.
As in, like, there was Facebook, which then obviously led to that. Then there was my brother buying me the camera, which then led to that. Then it was me learning performing arts, which then led to that. There's so many things which like led into what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But like the Wall of Comedy, that there, bro, like, inspired me to do YouTube as well. So like, obviously the boys, Javan, Percy, and D, they were already doing content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I started doing content. My first video, it was shortly after Stormzy did Shut Up. So I parodied Stormzy Shut Up. I did it on my...
I think I remember that.
Yeah. So like, I did it 2 times. I did it firstly before I even started doing YouTube. I did as a one-off on Facebook. It was on a sofa. I put like my dad's jacket on, trousers on, comb my hair over. Then I was like, finger better than cricket than me, bastard, shut up. So I did that, and then that, I think I had like 2 million views overnight or something like that. And that was
your first video.
That's my first ever video. But after that, I didn't really do videos again for quite a while. Actually, no, I did do another video. This is how then I first started knowing about YouTubers. So we got invited to like a lot of movie premieres and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Red carpet events. We got invited to like do interviews with like Kevin Hart, The Rock, and people like that for like the movies and stuff. And KSI's movie Late in America. I think that was in November 2016, I think, or 2017. It was one of them months. I think it was 2016. We got invited to like film content with there with like KSI and all that. And then I was the one who was being the interviewer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And then that's where my character actually first got brought out, because I was like, all right, cool. How am I going to get the best out of this interview? Am I going to make it funny, or am I going to make it a standard? Oh, what did you think of making the movie? So I thought, you know what? Yeah, let me do it funny. And like, I've always been the funny kind of person. Even like
100%.
working,
You go through your Instagram, you just start cracking up.
Yeah, thank you, man. But like, even in school and that, like, I was always the joker. I was a class clown and that. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm a natural. The thing is, I don't like bigging myself up. I don't like saying to myself, "Oh, I'm a natural comedian." No.
CEOCAST is the platform where you can big yourself up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. So like, I've always been a bit of a clown. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, let me do this in a funny way. So I thought, all right, cool. Let me get my dad's hat. All right.
Yeah.
How do I look like a freshie? So I was like, all right, cool. Jacket, shirt, trousers, flip flops, and like a musk hat. So that there was the outfit. So before the interview, I'll send you a link to it as well, so I obviously can put it up there. I was thinking of certain things to like basically just stand out. So like, I'm having a normal interview with KSI. Instead of calling him KSI, I called him Kasir.
So today, bosses, I'm here with Kasir.
And then when I interviewed Casper Lee, I called him Kanspur. Interviewed Deji, I called him Dejir.
Just different names for people to think like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, but then like it sounds funny.
Yeah.
As in like when like I'm interviewing KSI, at first it looks very serious, and then I say I saw the thing is when you watch a video, it looks so funny because it's like we're both looking so serious, and then obviously we start it, and then I'm like, so today in Bass Church, today I'm here with Kasir, and then it just changes straight to like it's just jokes. Yeah, you get me?
No, it smashed it. The way you think of content, this is what I got to rate. Yeah, because before me doing YouTube, I always thought, like, these man's, they're just pulling out content. But when you think about how to make content, and the ideas you got to bring, it's hard.
Yeah, man,
so 100%,
100%, bro. As in, like, you've got to think of certain words which people are gonna
click on.
Yeah, exactly. As in, like, that's what I always do. I always thought, out, cool. What can I say?
Yeah.
What people are gonna say back? For example, like, you bastard, as in that there's like my catchphrase, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I didn't invent it. It's a thing what every Asian family has experienced, you know what I mean?
My dad, if you're watching this.
Yeah, exactly. My dad as well. Yeah. It's not like I made that, but it's like people associate that with me. You know what I mean? And obviously like my fan base isn't just Asian kids, it's white kids as well, and they love that.
Yeah.
And they haven't like, obviously like, you're not going to see little James, his dad, calling him, you're a bastard. You're not going to see that, are you?
But it's funny for them to watch.
Exactly, man, because like it's just funny, you get me? So I always thought of certain words which people then comment saying, oh, I can't believe you just said that, you know what I mean? So before the interview, I thought of, cool, Kasir, Kanspur, Dejir, and everyone else who I interviewed. And then I thought of funny things what I was going to do in the interview. So like, for example, like halfway through the KSI interview, I did a cough. And like the cough was to my cameraman to pass me a Rubicon. And then halfway through when he's talking, I'm drinking a Rubicon just to put him off. And then obviously then I gave him the Rubicon and then he actually drank it. Obviously me, I knew what was happening. He didn't know what was happening. Then obviously it just makes it even more funnier. And then the same thing when I was interviewing Casper Lee. I think I did a call for something like that. No. I scratched my head, and then the cameraman passed me the and then the cameraman called my phone.
Yeah.
I had like a little one of them little like Nokia phones. I bought it literally just for that interview, because obviously it looks like a taxi phone.
Okay, one of them was yeah.
So then I pretended to be a taxi driver on the phone about a job I've got, and then obviously he just made these things look funny in the interview. You get me?
That's what I'm saying. Like when for people, especially you, to think of this content, even just small little ideas saying a word a different way, calling someone's names a different way, it goes viral. And
yeah, man.
Literally, I think you're in terms of the UK at least. Up there.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Viral content.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, bro. And then this is around November 2016 time-ish. Then in May 2017, that's when like I officially like cut my ties and like moved away from the wall of comedy.
Yeah.
And there was a few reasons for that. So like firstly, I wanted to concentrate on making my own content. So like that's like when I officially kind of like started YouTube. I think I started like May, June, July-ish time on YouTube. So I wanted to focus doing that. Then I also wanted to concentrate on my own business as well, as in like my own, you know what I mean? As like me just being the boss, as in there. It was fun. There was us four in the senior team. Then like we had staff, we had our office and all that kind of stuff. And like it was sick. But as I said, bro, when there's like four people like kind of like clashing and stuff like that, sometimes there's agreements and sometimes there's disagreements, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, like when you're like the only boss there, the only person you've got to answer for is yourself, you get me?
But when there's others,
of course,
disagreements and everything. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
So that's literally a whole introduction into what Ham does. It's sick the way things have been going, and obviously I think that's a great point, a great way to transition from YouTube to what you do now.
Yeah.
So like you said to me, you got 100k subscribers.
Yeah.
To get a house like this and the cars is very, very hard with 100k subscribers. The numbers don't make sense.
Yeah.
So for people who dive deeper into things, they probably know behind the scenes that you do other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So talk to me. What is other things that you do?
Yeah. No, I get asked that question all the time. Like, oh, how did he get a
Like, for
Bentley?
example, you got your car wrapped the other day. Sorry to interrupt. You got your Bentley wrapped the other day by Yanamaz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that might seem like a small thing that anyone could do, but realistically, 100k subscribers, if that's what people think, that's the only thing you do.
As expensive car wrap, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
That car wrap costs more than most cars. You know what I mean? As in that, there's just a wrap, and like I'm not just bragging, but it's like, I get this all the time. Or what do you do? Blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. And the main reason why I've never talked about it publicly is it just never really needed answering. You know what I mean? As in like it's no one's business. As in and like the main reason why I'm doing this podcast is because obviously me doing content inspiring Asian people, as in like one of the also main reasons why I do YouTube is because obviously there's not that many people in the Asian community doing it.
100%,
That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it, and one of the reasons why I want to be on this podcast and obviously showcase what my business actually is obviously to then encourage other Asian people to like, cool, get away from this stereotype. If you want to do a business, cool, then do it.
Man. How did you come across the podcast?
I can't remember. You know what? I think it was that magician geezer.
Yeah.
I think it was that
because
magician
you
geezer.
DM'd obviously I got two pages, my personal page and the CEOCAST. You DM'd me, so I saw it straight away and I was like, no way. I feel at that point, I swear down, I feel like I made it. I was like,
thank you, man. No.
I was like, he's DMing me.
No, man. I'm the CEOCAST. I've made it now. I've made it today. Yeah.
I made it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so
yeah. Cool. Sorry. So okay, so around June, July-ish time, 2017, that's when I started doing YouTube. So like I knew JMX. In that year, that's when I met JMX in 2017. We were on that plane. So we did a video together. And that video banged. Then I started doing my own content. I redid that Stormzy Shorter parody. So I originally did that, I think, in 2016. I did it in 2017. I made it look like a lot more better, and then I put it on my own channel. Then for like my third video, like getting like 200k views was sick. And like I got like 200k views on that, and that they were sick. And especially on YouTube, 100k, 200k, these kind of numbers, and the hundreds of thousands. It's a banging numbers. You get me?
I can't imagine what those numbers would be like. I need to get there.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I've got Call Me Ham on the podcast, yeah, the views better be flying through the roof right now. Did you get me?
Oh no! Oh no! If they flop, you're gonna block me.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's what you done. So what is it?
Yeah. Cool. So before even starting YouTube, I thought to myself, all right, cool. What can I do? What other people aren't really doing? So I thought, all right, cool. Let me do the accents, all right. But how can I then fit in with the mainstream YouTube kind of culture? So I thought, well, you know what? Let me do parodies of like popular songs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Because people are going to be searching these songs anyway, you know what I mean? But if I like, for example, if I copy and paste Stormzy's exact title, in my title, but then put remix under it, or like Asian remix. For example, when you type in Stormzy's video, mine will come up very shortly afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought all this stuff, before even starting the YouTube channel, I really thought of it like a business. If you get me, and that's why I advise anyone doing a YouTube channel to like do before you start it. Don't just start it and then, oh no, what do I do now?
You got a proper plan it out like it's a business.
Exactly, man. Yeah. So I thought, all right, cool. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm good at. Not many people are doing this. This is then how I can fit into the mainstream kind of culture. Doing parody songs, people are then going to watch it.
That's how it's going to get viral.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I can also be me as well. As in like, my logo has always been the same since I started YouTube. It was half my normal face in a cartoon and half my character face with the hat on. It's always been that. Yeah. It has never ever been different. And that there was how I really positioned my my channel. My very first ever video was like called Series Racist. I filmed that from my MacBook laptop. I didn't even have like a normal DSLR camera then.
I don't think I've seen this video, but I want to see it.
Yeah. It's actually, it's an alright video. It's not amazing, but like it's my first ever video. And like the thing is, the views wise, imagine having like 0 subscribers. I think it's on like 20, 30k views or something like that. So like getting them kind of numbers with like your first video is very good. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, man. So I put that out. That did decent. Then like I started doing like commentary videos, so like reacting to like other people's videos and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that did quite decent as well. Then I think my third or fourth video, I did the Stormzy video. Then I figured out the key behind YouTube. I thought, all right, cool. The key behind YouTube is firstly a title, the thumbnail, and then the tags. Yeah. If you've got all three like that, pattern, then you'll get the views. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I learned very early about this is the science behind YouTube.
I think that's one thing that I tend to struggle on because I'm doing podcasts. I can't exactly. I don't know how you exactly title it.
Nah, bro.
Tags.
For example, okay, bro.
For it to be viral, do you know what I mean?
In this podcast, I said something like John Terry crashed a Ferrari or something like that. That there, bro. Yeah. It should be the title. You know what I mean? Because that there is the headline there. You get me?
Yeah, but then it's the headline is your story. Do you know what I mean? So I would have like
no,
you know.
Okay, the thing is, bro, you can do that. This is my personal opinion, all right? And obviously, like this is your channel. I don't want to tell you how to run it, but every social media platform is there's a science behind it to like get views. It's like a newspaper. A newspaper is not gonna have a headline like, friendly Muslim man walking to the shop. No, they never do that. Yeah. The reason why they have certain headlines and certain stories and that is because they know people are gonna watch it. Even the people who they don't want to watch it will watch it. Even Muslim people who are angry for like certain headlines and all that will still watch it. You know what I mean? And that's what they want.
That's what gives them views.
Exactly, bro. As in, like, I'm not promoting to like promote fake news and all that kind of stuff or like lies or like anything like which defames anyone or anything like that. But then obviously there are other certain stuff what you can use, you know what I mean?
That's why there's so many people who clickbait. Like I reckon the amount of times you see the videos like filling my pool with like 1,000, 10 billion Orbeez or something like that. Clickbait just goes viral, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. As in like clickbait, it has to be done to get views, you get me? As in like the best do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? As in like if they're doing it, then everyone else should do it, you know what I mean? As in like you've got to think about like this, all right, cool. If you're not known yet, people aren't going to type in your shit. 100%. So you've got to put in the stuff what people are going to type in, and then they see you, and then they'll follow you, and then whatever else you do, then they'll follow that. Yeah. You get me? As in like certain people, for example, like KSI, Logan Paul, and all these kind of people, they've already got an established audience.
Yeah, so they can post a title saying, I'm sorry or something like that. And
exactly.
They'll know,
Exactly.
Where someone, Tom, Dick and Harry who post it with 0 subscribers, right? I'm sorry, it's not going to work.
Exactly. But then, for example, if they said something like, cool, I'm sorry to KSI. Yeah.
There you go.
that there will realistically get more views. You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that there was I figured that science out quite early. So then I did bare videos like that. I did a bare Sonzy parodies. Then they were banging. Then I did bare other parodies. I did like the J Hus one that banged.
That J Hus one was.
Thank you, man.
I can't ever forget that. You know, every time even I hear the legit song, J Hus's one, you can't not think about you.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna link it in the description. I'll probably put a video of it here right now, and it's on Ham's Instagram. Trust me, if you're Asian, 100%. No, forget that. If you're in the UK, 100% you've seen this video.
Did you see what I done? Came as an immigrant, left as a citizen.
That one.
Yeah, man. That one was probably like my first big banger.
Yeah.
Because I think that's like nearly on 700k views now or something like that. And I think I did that when I only had like 20 or 30k subs.
Yeah.
But that there, bro, it banged. And then after that, all the brands, all the record labels wanted to work with me and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing bare brand. The thing is, bro, a lot of the songs I've parodied, a lot of them were actually brand deals as well, which was quite good. Because like, obviously, for example, like let's say if Rams Barking, for example, for example, like the label would hit me up saying, cool, we want to push this song to number one. Can you parody it? Blah, blah. So that there was like a scenario is what was happening for like a lot of my parodies.
Okay.
Once I started doing the parodies and they were getting views.
You're getting approached by people to make it bigger, basically.
Exactly. And then obviously there's money behind that as well. You get me? Yeah.
Touching on that, can we talk about the delivery thing we spoke about earlier just now?
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. So
I'll let you explain that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so the where the big money comes in now, as in like the big money, okay. So obviously what the Wall of Comedy was
Notes.
What?
I was just saying take notes.
Okay. So what the Wall of Comedy was basically a viral platform for urban culture comedy.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. So I just basically just built a different model, but for everything basically. So like basically like a viral page basically. But I built different viral pages. Each tackling different audiences and stuff like that. For example, something to do with sports, something to do just strictly comedy, something to do with news, something to do with animals, something to do with food. I'd create different platforms like that. And they're all in the millions of followers. So build up these different Facebook platforms of all millions of followers together. There's like tens and 20, 30, 40 million followers. And obviously monetizing through the Facebook views there. So like, for example, Facebook, you can monetize like on YouTube. You post a video out. Obviously there's certain requirements in that. The video has to be 3 minutes long to be like, to have adverts on it.
Was that for Facebook, yeah?
Yeah. So that's basically what the business is.
Yeah.
Thinking of viral concepts and getting these concepts basically made. Because on Facebook, there's so many things, what I know especially, of how to make a viral video, because 90%, in my opinion, of content on Facebook is the same. Yeah. You see stuff like arguments, real life arguments, a lot of dash cam footage, a lot of CCTV footage. Cool. So real life looking content bangs on Facebook.
Yeah.
Cool. And then also content related to cars or hot girls, gold digger pranks, like boyfriend girlfriend pranks, all that stuff there bangs as well. You know what I mean? As I say, bro, social media is a science. Once you understand the science behind it, it's very easy to like
you're laughing then
replicate it.
Yeah.
You get me? So basically, cool. So I've got all these different platforms, all right? And I know different concepts which work.
Yeah.
And I'll know once the video's filmed, because I'll always be on the set filming these concepts, all right? But because it's like I've thought of these concepts, I need to make sure that these concepts have been filmed to the way how I pictured it. Sometimes I've given a concept to like someone to produce it, and it's never ever the way how I envisioned it, and then it never ever does well. So basically, I think of viral concepts. I'll then get them made. I'll then push them out on my Facebook pages, and then they'll then get a shitload of views. And like, I'll give an example of one video. I'm not going to say all of them because obviously there's thousands. So cool. But about a week or 2 weeks ago, we were at an apartment, and I ordered a delivery outfit, a jacket and a bag. Basically, I knew two people. One of them could do a sick African accent. and one of them, he's just good on the spot. He's good at acting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we staged an argument. The guy with the normal English accent, he was upstairs in the apartment arguing outside a window with the delivery driver. Obviously, this is fake as well, but everyone thinks it's real. Yeah. So the delivery guy, he's refusing to go upstairs because obviously the whole coronavirus thingy, he doesn't want to go upstairs. Obviously the guy upstairs doesn't want to come downstairs, and they're arguing back and forth. And then the delivery driver then ends up eating the pizza.
Like that.
Yeah. Obviously this is all staged.
Yeah.
But it looks real. You get me? That's basically the business behind it.
The way it's filmed,
It looks real as well. As in, like, it's filmed on your phone. It's not filmed like that. It's filmed portrait.
Yeah.
It looks like a real life argument.
It looks like someone's literally like me as a bypasser, just putting out the phone.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Exactly.
Like mad.
Exactly, man. Yeah, bro. That's basically one side of the social media business is creating content, obviously viral content. As in, like, some of the shit is real, but like a lot of it is staged stuff.
But if it works, it works.
Yeah, man. 100%. As in, like, it's all about numbers.
Yeah.
It's all about numbers. And then also, like, for example, like, if, for example, okay, something like that, okay, it's pushing a brand like Deliveroo. You can go to any brand or anything like that, be like, all right, cool. I did this on a video, pushing out Deliveroo. 5 million people have seen this, all right? 5 million people in 1 week. In a month, that'll be about 10 million views, all right?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want your brand to be seen by 10 million people? It doesn't matter if it's good publicity or it's bad publicity. Publicity is publicity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As there's a saying of, like, there is no good or bad publicity. Obviously, there's different critics about it, but publicity is publicity.
100%,
If, for example, you're putting dirt on my name, that's money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in, look at Kim Kardashian, look at Justin Bieber. These people get some of the worst hate online.
But it's publicity for them.
Exactly.
Gets their name bigger.
And they're like some of the richest people out there. You get me?
Yeah.
As in, like, Kim K, I think she's worth like $1 billion now.
I don't even know what she's worth. She's worth.
You know what I mean?
Different topic.
Yeah, cool. So, like, long story short, thinking of viral concepts, putting them out on Facebook, getting them the views, and then reaching out to brands, be like, hey, do you want to go viral, basically?
But then do you reach out to the brand before you even make the video idea?
Sometimes, yeah, because obviously, like, there's 2 revenue streams there.
Yeah.
Firstly, there's the ad break revenue stream, so like the advertisements there.
Yeah.
And then if the brand wants to, the thing is, yeah, it's gonna get money regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, even for example, if the brand says no, cool, I'll still do it
Because you'll get money from ads.
Exactly, but then I'll do it where, all right, cool, I can do it. A video can be done anyway. I don't need to promote a brand. It just can promote a brand. You get me?
Yeah.
And then, like, I've got different talent who are signed to me. I'm not going to mention who these talents are.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got quite a lot of talent who are signed to me. I've made a lot of talent very big.
With the talent, you don't have to say who they are, but what is it? Are they singers, actors? What is it exactly?
Loads. There's magicians. There's models. There's people who can do different accents.
So kind of like personalities, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Basically,
I need to get myself a deal.
Yeah. Cool. So basically, I'll think of different concepts and then I'll match it to, like, different talent who are signed to me, or people who I just know. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've got talent who are signed to me because obviously this talent, if they're good at something specific, cool, then I'll help them make money from that. For example, like, if you're good at something, I can help you make money from that. You know what I mean? As in, even just something simple. For example, like, let's say people who can like make like rubber balls out of like elastic bands or something.
Yeah.
Cool. I can help you go viral with that, and then that will then lead to money. You know what I mean?
How so? How can you make something like that go viral? Or is it secrets that we can't say?
No, because it's already out there. For example, okay, I'll just type in rubber band or like elastic band.
Yeah.
I'll see what's already gone viral on Facebook. Facebook, you know, even YouTube, yeah, they're platforms where, like, if something's already gone viral like this, it can go viral again.
Yeah.
For example, there's thousands of viral videos on YouTube and Facebook to do with Coke and Mentos.
Yeah, 100%.
If you just redid that, yeah, it'll go viral again. You know what I mean? That's basically how the platform works. Once you know cool, this is a viral video, cool, I can then make that viral video, you know what I mean? Obviously, sometimes it just needs a big push.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's why I've got all these different platforms which have got millions and millions of followers.
Because you can push that
exactly.
one thing through all of them.
Exactly. And Facebook's a platform where, like, cool, if it's got a push, a lot more people are going to see it.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, Facebook's a platform where the content goes to you. For example, like, if you're on Facebook, realistically, you will see a video. I'm not going to say what Facebook pages there are, but guaranteed, if you're on Facebook, you've seen a video from one of my Facebook pages.
Yeah.
That is a guarantee, especially in the UK.
This whole podcast is making me think I need to build up my Facebook page.
Yeah, man. Facebook's it's a powerful platform.
But then I'll just be thinking, like, a lot of people on Instagram, no one, in my opinion, like everyone I know, they don't use Facebook anymore.
Yeah. So each social platform is for different things.
Yeah.
For example, Facebook, okay. So, for example, if you want fame, if you want fame, okay, Facebook, in my opinion, is not the platform for that. It's easy to get a million followers on Facebook, but them million followers are going to be from all around the world. For example, okay, one of my talent, he's got like 5 million followers on Facebook, okay? Me, I've only got like 100k subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
If me and him both go to like the shopping center or something like that, the mall or whatever, theme park, whatever, I guarantee I'll get recognized 100 times more than him.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because like on Instagram and YouTube, okay, in my opinion, every follower who follows you is a real follower. You get me? Because like,
what's that on Instagram? Yeah,
Instagram and YouTube.
Okay,
I think both the algorithms work very alike with followers and stuff. Facebook, because of how the platform works, because the content goes to you, it can go to anyone in the world.
Okay.
So like for example, like if I'm to look at my Facebook audience, okay, my own personal one, okay, like 70% of the followers UK, 10% US, 5% maybe from like Thailand, Philippines, and these are still in thousands of numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously like on Facebook, it's very easy to like follow a page, you know what I mean? It's very easy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
On YouTube, there's a lot more effort to it. You get me? So the easier it is, the more easier you can do it accidentally.
What do you mean?
As in, like, on Facebook, it's very, very easy to accidentally follow a page.
Oh, yes, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. On YouTube, it's more of a thing where, like, you physically thought, all right, cool, I'm gonna subscribe. You get me?
Yes. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, man. That's obviously just how the platform works. So, like, yeah, man.
I can't believe you're 24 still.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man.
As a Muslim, here's my part to say, MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah, for everything that's happened.
Thank you, bro.
Literally.
So like, going back onto the business side of things. Cool. So obviously there's a social media thing with Jiggy there. So obviously you've got different viral platforms, thinking of different viral concepts, matching them to the talent which I manage. Yeah. And then with the talent which I manage, I've then got other people then who like manage their own personal stuff. So like, for example, like let's say if we've got a model who are signed to us or whatever, cool. They'll then do other stuff, for example, like photo shoots and all that kind of stuff. And obviously I've helped build their popularity, you get me?
Yeah.
So then obviously like all their other stuff and all that kind of stuff, then obviously that there is just more revenue, you get me?
100%.
But I've got people who then handle all that kind of stuff. I personally just handle the social media side of stuff because that's what I know. If there's money to be made elsewhere, I'll then get people who know about that stuff to then help them make money there. You get me?
I think this is what's really important here because you can see it with yourself as well. I think you can make money in an industry that you really understand that you're in yourself.
Exactly.
For example, you're big on Instagram, you're big on YouTube, and you're big on Facebook and all that stuff. So with you having these businesses, because you understand everything in it, you can pursue it for other people as well.
Man.
So
100%. 100%, man. As like really and truly, if I wanted 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I know I could get it.
Yeah.
But then that means I'd have to give 100% attention just to my own YouTube.
Because I remember, because I was going through your YouTube channel last night, and I think the last video I uploaded, 4 weeks ago? Yeah. Almost a month ago.
Yeah.
Whereas YouTube, for people with millions and stuff, they're uploading every other day.
Yeah, 100%.
But I suppose when you're busy and you've got a business to handle and everything like this to maintain the lifestyle.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Can't do that.
As in, like, I thought to myself, right, cool. Do I want one following of 1 million followers?
Yeah.
Or do I want several tens, hundreds of followers? Accounts with millions and millions and millions of followers.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that because, for example, like the big money comes from brands, as in like you'll always get money from video ads and stuff like that. But then, for example, like you could get like a one-off payment from a brand for like $1 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And like I say dollars because in social media, everything is paid in dollars because obviously like all these companies are American companies. So like a brand can just say to you, "Oh, cool, here's $1 million, one time payment." You know what I mean?
Do his video or something like that.
Yeah.
Have you had any opportunities like that?
I'm not going to talk about numbers. And
No,
that,
we don't have to talk about numbers. But have you had like big deals like that? Where brands have approached you like that?
Yeah.
Flipping off.
Yeah.
For your content or for like the content that you do for other people?
A bit of both.
Okay, fair enough.
So like whenever a brand approaches me, for either my social media business or for my YouTube, I put them both together.
Yeah.
Because for example, a brand's gonna approach me, and they don't know they don't know the other thing.
Yeah.
Never a brand will know both things at once,
100%.
unless I've worked with them before. So like for example, if the brand want to work with my Call Me Ham following, cool. I'll then pitch them something else as well. I'll be cool. I'll be like, cool. Do you want to advertise 100,000 people, or do you want to advertise to 40 million people? You know what I mean? And then obviously that's how I'll always do it. And then sometimes also I pitch to brands myself. I'll find out directly who the person who I need to speak to who can get shit done. For example, either the business owner or the person who's in charge of the marketing budgets and stuff like that. I'll get in touch with them.
Yeah. I'll sort something out.
Yeah. Me and my marketing team will think of a good pitch. We'll think of okay. So for example, like I'm not going to name drop brands or anything like that. But for example, let's say if it's a kebab shop or something like that, we'll then work out, cool, this is how many kebabs they've got to then make to then make a return on investment.
Yeah.
So for example, okay, within a week they've got to sell 2 every day. Okay, cool. Well then, if I'm bringing them 40 million views, for example, okay, 1% of that, what's that? It's like 4 million. Okay, then let's say then 1% of them people, that's 400,000 in that week. You know what I mean? I'll then break it down and stuff like that, and that's where the data analyst stuff from working at Facebook thing kicks in there. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, as in stuff like working in maths and all that kind of stuff, bro, it helps in pitching to big brands because that's what big brands want to see.
Is that what you asked me in the beginning? Like, am I good at maths?
Yeah, man. As in brands, bro, companies, whatever. Even myself, bro. The most important thing, bro, is numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in, like, actually, for me, it's not the most important thing for me personally.
But it helps. It helps to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, numbers is the most important thing. Not necessarily revenue wise, but for example, progression.
Yeah.
Obviously, for example, cool. For example, like let's say if I made $100 last month, then next month, cool, I need to make sure that I'm making $200 or $300 or like at least the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm, for example, making $50 this month and then last month I made $100, cool, something then is wrong. You get me? So so I try to give that to brands. I was like, all right, cool. Last month, for example, let's say you made $100,000. Okay, next month, okay, with this campaign behind you, blah blah, doing all this kind of stuff. Really breaking it down to them. All right, you need to sell X amount. Yeah, we can help you sell X amount. Cool. You're then gonna have that $1 million month. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something, and I'm sorry for everyone who's listening or watching, but I'm gonna be a bit selfish here with it, yeah. So, do you, in your opinion, do you believe that it's about how many followers and stuff for you to gain sponsorships?
No.
And I say that because right now, I think, let's just say 750 subscribers, 3K followers on Instagram. Do you think it's still possible for me to gain sponsorships and get paid and monetized from this podcast?
For sponsors to hit you up, no. But for example, if you hit sponsors, then yeah, 100%. As I said, bro, it's not about how many followers you have. It's about how smartly you can break it down to the brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As an example, if you can break it down to a brand where cool, they can easily see the return on investment.
Yeah.
If you got 100 followers, bro, 100 followers, bro, and guarantee they will spend their money. All you got to be, bro, is smart. As a bro, like as I said, bro, like I've only got like 100K followers, bro. But I can guarantee that I'd get the same amount of money from a brand deal with people who got millions of followers, you know what I mean? Or more money, you know what I mean? And that's obviously because I'm smart about it.
I need to chat to you off camera after this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
We're about to get monetized.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the social media side of things, and that's where like I've accumulated. That's where like I've accumulated like most of my wealth. Yeah, man. But then like I'm so smart about things because like social media, in my opinion, it'll probably die down in about 10, 20 years, you know what I mean? Something else will be new, you know what I mean? As in, like, first there's radio, and then there was TV, and then obviously...
And now podcasts are coming in to
exactly,
be a big
man.
thing, do you know what I mean? So
exactly, man. So, like, things always...
there's always things
always
changing.
evolves, you know what I mean?
Literally.
As, like, before there was Bebo, there was MySpace, and now they're not there anymore. Realistically, like, obviously Facebook, it keeps growing, It's been... I think it's the longest ever social media platform ever to be there. But... I'm not going to bank on that, you know what I mean? So, so obviously I'm smart about certain things. So, like, I'll then reinvest into, like, property and stuff like that as well. So, like, having apartments, having houses, or all that kind of stuff. I'll be smart about things.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, to be important with your money.
Yeah, 100%, man. Even for
Sensible.
example, like buying cars and that, cool. Like I have nice cars, but then I make money from them as well. I rent them out for video shoots. I never let anyone drive them, but for example, like people pay to have their video in the back. So people pay to have the car just sitting in the background. That's it.
Having someone drive your car is the worst. I'm telling you this because I used to do self-drive with one of my mates.
Oh wow.
Worst thing you could ever do.
I'll never ever let anyone drive my car unless it's someone who I know and trust. For example, like if it's like my brother.
Yeah, of course. If you know them, then by all means, chuck them the keys.
Yeah, but like someone who I don't know, I will never let them drive a car.
Yeah.
I won't let you drive my car. You know what I mean?
No. Of course, it makes sense. I wouldn't let anyone drive. If I had a banging car like that, I wouldn't let my mum drive the car.
Yeah, man.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah. But then, but like people pay to have your cars and videos and that, and like it's like an hour or 2 hours of your time.
500 quid. Damn.
Exactly, man. So I thought, well, why not? Do it a few times a month. In a year, you can make your money back. You get me?
You can at least make the depreciation cost back.
Exactly, man.
You can drive the car for free, essentially.
Exactly, bro. That's essentially what it is, bro.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, let me do that as well, because like I like having nice cars, but cool, let me make money from it as well.
So you got two Bentleys, one Bentayga, one Continental.
Yeah. And then I've got a BMW i8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you use them all for like video shoots in the same sort of purpose?
No. So realistically, bro, I'd only rent out maybe four times a month. For 4 or 5 times maximum a month. It's 90% just me just enjoying it. You get me?
Yeah.
But then obviously like I'll do videos in it and stuff like that. As well, bro, on social media, like. As I said, there's certain things what I know what bang on social media. Cars is one big thing as well. What bang on social media.
Yeah.
So like for example, if I've got a banging car, cool. That banging car is gonna be in a video. That car is gonna be in like bare different videos. You know what I mean? Because it will just bang. It will just keep banging. You know what I mean?
That's the thing though. Like my mum and my sister, if they're watching this, they're probably gonna not switch at me, but say something. Yeah, because there's some times where I post my car. Yeah, which is a C63 on my Instagram. Yeah, they will come to me. Look, let me say this. I recognize the trend of cars get traction, basically. Yeah, it works. The same thing what you just said. But they'll come to me, be like, Raheem, top of the morning, I'm going to slap you, fam. You'll stunt you. Why are you just doing like that? I'm just thinking, like, business mentality. Yeah, like, it brings people in.
Yeah, 100%. As like my family's like that. But then obviously, like, they were like that more before I had, like a decent business. Yeah. But then obviously like now
as they understand things now.
Yeah. So obviously they kind of see it now. Yeah, man. So yeah, as I said, bro, cars gets views and all that kind of stuff. People want to make it just makes sense, bro. If you've got something that people will pay for it, why not?
Yeah, why
you get
not?
me?
Why not indeed?
Yeah, man.
Where do you see yourself going in 5 years' time? You're 24 years old. That's still very, very young.
Yeah, man.
Where do you see yourself 5 years' time?
So I want to have I want to be behind the most viralist content in the world. For example, like certain videos, okay, what have gone viral. For example, like let's say like you remember like the KSI golden saxophone video. Yeah. So like for example, ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, I want to be behind them all. You know what I mean? As in like in 5 years' time, cool. For example, if something's gone viral, okay, 95% of the time I want to be behind that. You know what I mean? So that's where I kind of want to be. Yeah. In terms of my own personal brand, I want to have 1 million followers, but the thing is, like, it's not main importance to me. Yeah. If I have it or not, as in like the way how I was growing the first year, I think I got like 60 or 80K in the first year. Yeah. And that's because I was grinding hard in it.
You talk about YouTube, yeah?
Yeah. But then the second and third year, I didn't put that much into it.
But what about this though? Have you thought about, by all means, your choice, your decision, all that stuff, yeah? obviously your content is you got a variety of it on your YouTube channel. What about when
Shit, my
people
Siri.
Siri's going off?
Yeah, what the hell?
What about when you know, like you see entrepreneurs document the whole journey and what they do on a daily basis? Is that something you do on your YouTube channel, or you want to keep it to?
The main reason why is because the thing is, I've been thinking about this bare times, as in like I've done bare different videos, but like I've just never put it out.
Yeah.
About this kind of stuff, and it's more of a thing where it's like, all right, cool. I want to try and serve my platform as a comedy platform.
Okay.
I want to try to stick to that. I don't want it to be a business platform because that's not what I built. You get me? For example, if I'm to build a business platform, then I'll do another business platform.
You just build another one.
Yeah. But then like I won't have the time to then do it the time it needs. You get me?
Yeah.
For example, with my own YouTube channel, maybe I'll have a serious video once and now and again. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like it's 98% of it's always going to be comedy.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man, like I thought about it, but it's just a thing what I don't really want to commit to, because then people will be like, oh, it's not necessarily what people think. It's more of a thing where like, this is what I've built. I'm not going to change now. It's like, yeah.
That's who I am.
Yeah, man. As in like, yeah, there's a business side, but then the YouTube side of me, it's me, you know what I mean? As in like, for example, like people like who I go out with and stuff like that, I would midway go into character, just me being me, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And the last thing I always ask people towards the end of the podcast is, what does success mean to you?
Yeah, cool.
What does success mean to
Yeah. So it's quite funny because like one of the talents who assigned to me and him were having this conversation yesterday, because he doesn't want to do he doesn't want to be a talent anymore, because it's just that he just doesn't enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to push someone to do something what they don't want to do. So what I think of success is, all right, and it's different for everyone, but for my personal opinion, is to do what you enjoy, to do what you know and you're good at.
Yeah.
And basically just be happy with it. As in like, I need money to live, but I don't live to make money. But if it makes money, then cool. You know what I mean? That's
hard. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
I ain't never had anyone say that. That's.
I didn't make this saying up. No,
no. Who made this saying? You said it to me, so as long as I'm concerned, you inspired it.
Yeah.
But sorry, dropped. Go on.
Yeah, man. And I feel like that's the biggest way to success. As in like, if money's gonna come, it's gonna come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in like, obviously, don't do something what's probably not gonna make money, but only do something what you know very much about.
Yeah.
And what you're passionate about as well.
Yeah.
Because for example, bro, I could, if for example, my business was into like selling trees, for example,
Yeah.
I know people who made millions from selling trees, you get me? But I could never ever be passionate about that. It might be a successful business model, but my business model isn't about me following someone else's business. My business is about something what I know I love about, because then I can tell you everything about it and be happy about it, you know what I mean? I don't want to tell you something what I'm not happy about, you get me?
Yeah.
Because then obviously it's just what do you call it? It's just fake, you know what I mean? As in like, I don't want to tell you something what I'm not passionate about, because obviously I'm not passionate about it. There's no love in there. I feel like money, and this is just from me learning, just obviously learning through like life experiences and that. I really do believe that money is the root to evil.
Yeah, 100%.
As in like, when I first started making big money, all right, I was stupid, bro. Like I used to spend like 6-7 figures in like a week or two, bro. As in like, I remember like my first had a big paycheck, all right, because I knew I was gonna get more money again next month, I spend it like that.
No, but I don't blame you, because when someone sees, I've had experience with it as well. I've never shed light on a story. I probably won't. But I've had experience when you get a big lump sum of money.
Yeah.
But because you haven't seen that before.
Yeah, you spend it like that.
Gone.
Yeah, man.
You don't see it going, it's just gone.
Yeah. But the thing is though, like, I've experienced a lot of things with money and all that kind of stuff, and like with a lot of things. I remember even, for example, like when I got my first ever car, it was a sick car for like my first car.
Yeah.
I crashed it after a month.
I swear.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna like go into how I crashed and why I crashed and that, but it was a stupid thing. Yeah, but obviously I wish that didn't happen, but I was glad that happened because then obviously you learn from that, you get me? So like I made like a lot of mistakes in my journey and stuff, but I've learned from every single mistake, you get me?
Live and you learn.
Exactly, man. And like that is definitely a good way to like go about things.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, sorry, bro. I've gone I've gone on a tangent here, but yeah, just answer your question, bro. What defines success is doing what you enjoy doing what you're passionate about, and something what you know a lot about. For example, like I get asked nearly every day, cool, I want to make money. How can I make money? Don't think about that. If you think about making money, the business which you're going to succeed in or whatever, or the business what you want to do, because you're thinking about money, that there's distracting you from the business itself, you get me?
Yeah.
If, for example, okay, money was my main goal, bro, then I wouldn't be thinking about different viral concepts. I know, cool, money has to be at the end, but because, for example, like, cool, 1 + 1 = 2, okay?
Yeah.
You can't think of 2 before 1 + 1, you know what I mean? 1 + 1 = 2, you get me?
Yeah.
So you need to think about, cool, what do I need to do to then make the money? You need to think about that first, you get me? You've got to think about the recipe first before the cake, you get me?
Mad.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, man.
This episode could go on forever because I'm intrigued by your story
Yeah, man,
and
thank you,
everything
bro.
that you do. For
Thank
real,
you, bro.
It's mad inspiring. I hope all you guys that are watching can see how inspiring it is.
Yeah, man.
If you don't already follow Hamad, go on his Instagram. Call me. No, it's Hamagram, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Hamagram.
and stuff.
Follow Raheem KA. Follow CEOCAST. Go on his channel. Subscribe them. I'll link it in the description
Thank you,
below. If you listen to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, drop a review, do all that stuff. Let's keep it at 5 stars. And with that being said,
Come on, 5 stars, you bastard.
5 stars.
If you give it 4 bastards, then you are a bastard. Know what I'm saying?
Don't be a bastard. With that being said, I'll catch you next week on the next episode of CEOCAST.
Yeah.
What's that like, bro?
Yeah, man, it's good, bro.
Alhamdulillah, it's sick.
Yeah, man.
It's sick.
Yeah, man.